Good morning, guys. I hope everyone is doing well. It's been a minute since I uploaded a video. I've just been too busy, guys. I just want to make this like a real quick video, you know. I know I always say that, quick video, but hey, I try to make it quick. I just want to say something about you know, I'm a big fan of GOBLACK2AFRICA. He does something amazing. He's traveled to many countries. He's done a lot of great stuff, great videos, and he's done some really good interviews. And I like the fact that he's just not talking, he's talking the walk. He's actually investing in real estate. You know, he's bought a house, I think, in Tanzania. He's bought a house in Ghana, and that's amazing. To me, that's what we need to do, just as black people everywhere, you know. And about investing, actually, I'll make a separate video just to tell you things I found out, especially about Jewish people, and something that we can learn from, you know. But this video is just about Go Black. I think there are a few things where I think like there's someone where he's getting things wrong, you know. You can go and ask people about how like ask them to rate their government, you know, rate their government. Like, how is the government performing? What are the things the government is doing for you? And where do you think they can change and stuff like that? And that's amazing. That's really good, right? But I think if you want to ask things about the government, you can't just ask people. And that's a bit, and that's, I know that doesn't sound right, because the government is the people, but there's a difference in a way, you know. Let's just be real. Most of the government places you can actually visit. Most Africans just don't know that. They think these are out of bounds. Now, you can actually visit. You can actually go there and ask questions. You can actually go there and ask for things that are there for the people. I'll give you an example. There's a video on, I think it was the Denta show. Denta is a Ghanaian show. I like the lady there. She does great interviews. She hasn't paid me to say this, but please, you can check out her channel. She has some really good interviews. And there was a guy from the UK who went back to Ghana and he got into farming. He wanted to do rice farming. He invested something like 80,000 pounds. And you know, that's pounds. That's a lot of money. You know, that's a lot of money. And it's just disappeared. He didn't harvest like even like something where he could make 1,000 pounds. You know, all the rice was eaten up by birds, and it was just terrible. It was a terrible experience, right? But I like this guy's attitude. He didn't quit. You know, he didn't quit. He went to what he calls the University of Google. So he went there, did more research, went back again, started all over again. You know, but there's one thing he found out this time after doing his research that he didn't know in the first place. And here's the thing: he didn't even bother to go and ask the government, you know, to visit the agricultural, the Ministry of Agriculture, which exists in almost every African country, if not all African countries. He didn't bother, because we like to this thing where we just go and ask people. Oh, I'm just gonna ask my uncle and this and that, you know. So that's common, right? So this time when he did his research, he went to the agricultural ministry, and they actually said, oh, actually we even have tractors that you can hire at a very small cost, very minimal cost. But you know, we hire, you bring it back. It's more like an Uber in a way. You know, other people go there, other farmers go and hire the tractor again and stuff like that. He didn't even know this. So now he used that, and guess what? He's back in business. from the research he did, is producing now rice, you know, which is a popular sort of food in Ghana. So and the whole goal is to minimize on importing rice. We can just grow it ourselves, and he's doing quite well right now, right? So why am I using this example? Wherever Go Black goes, he interviews people and he asks them to talk about their government, right? But where I think he has made a mistake, he never goes to these government offices. Because one thing I know about people, especially black people, in Africa it's even worse. But then again, it's all over the world. It's all over the world. You know? Maybe it's just because I know I'm African and I know more about that. But when I look at, let's say, African Americans, you know, if Go Black today went to, let's say, I don't know, maybe the Bronx, let's use that as an example, and ask people about what the government does for them, I think he's not going to get any good reviews. But what those people don't know right now, and if you're in America, please check this out, that every state in America has been given right now $10 billion to sponsor small businesses. Which means if you live in whatever, Atlanta, there's $10 billion there. If you're a business person, that you can go at very minimal interest to help your business, that you can go and use. And some of it is actually like you don't have to even give it back to the government or something like that. Look it up. I would like someone to post on my video and say, you know what, thanks bro, I didn't even know this. But you guys can look it up and you realize that this thing is there. $10 billion. Every state has got $10 billion right now dedicated for small businesses. Guess what? Our friends, they know about this because they have intel in government. They have already probably received some letters from their whatever you guys call them, members of the Senate or something, you know, say, you know, there's $10 billion, son. Tell your friends, with your little businesses, we'll lend you some money. And they're progressing. Well, you don't know. I know you're going to say, obviously, you're not going to say anything good about the government, right? That I'm not saying this to say the government can't do more to help out people in America. I know they can. But I'm just saying about how much little we know of things that are there for the people. Go Black, you need to visit, while you are still in South Africa, you need to go and visit some government ministries, the tourism ministry. And that's how you are going to see the opportunities that are there, especially in South Africa. The government has put in so much effort into helping out black South Africans, okay? This is one thing people don't talk about, all right? In the last 25 years, people should ask themselves, let's just go like this. For like 400 years of white rule, and in 1994, when South Africa became, let's just say, independent, how many black people were educated? Nothing, because what used to have very small number, if not zero. You know, and some of those who were educated, they had to leave South Africa to go to places like Zambia to go and get an education. Because during apartheid and even before that, if $10 was spent on a white kid, $2 might have been spent on an Indian, and 50 cents was spent on a black kid, right? But today, you get free education for everybody. Free education, free medical services. But here is the thing. Free education has made South Africa become one of the fastest growing middle class. Not just in Africa, but in the world. One of the fastest growing middle class. That's because 90% of the population was oppressed. And now, the government is trying to work hard to bring these people up. And what you're going to see is that as there's new suburbs in South Africa popping up everywhere. Nice houses, nice areas of this black middle class. But Go Black is not asking those questions to the government and looking at those statistics. You know, since most people expect so much from the government. You know, too much. Sometimes we expect too much from the government. We want too many free things. You know, the government is put up education, the trades, and all these things that you can actually do. But I want you to even look at Vusi Tumbekwayo Go Black. Vusi did something great where he went back to where he grew up. And he asked himself a question. Why is it that I got out of this place while other people are still stuck in that same cycle? Once we find the answer to that, we are going to find the answer to our problems. Because I think some of our people are just gone too far. You know, they need some sort of intervention. You know, but this is what I'm going to ask Go Black. I think the real South Africa, they do this thing where they go and visit government offices, and you'll be surprised, Go Black, how much they welcome you, because they want you to bring your investments there, and you're going to find out even more. You know, I'll even put a video below of a blog. I think it's 929. He's in Malawi. He used to be in South Africa. He talks about this too because he did extremely well in South Africa, and he tells South Africa and say, you guys got so many opportunities than probably the rest of Africa. But the thing is, most of them either don't know about it or they just don't care, because everyone wants to have free land, and this, and land is very important. I'm not trying to talk, no, I mean, not free land, but free things. You know what I mean? So, Go Black, please, when you visit some of these countries, yes, interview people, but please also interview government officials. It's just like when Wada Maya went to Namibia. He interviewed a government official there about their roads. And that's when we came to know that Namibia has better roads than even the UK. You know, no one would know that. No one would even think of that to be something that's true. But when you do your research, you'll find out in the world, Namibia has some of the best roads in the world. You know, but most Namibians maybe don't even know this. They're just trying to go to the UK. You know, so this is just my video. You know, this is not your boy. This is your African king. Go Black, please visit government officials every time you visit the country. Interview people, interview those government officials, and what they tell you, do some research about it, because you're going to even find, like it's something you even find like in Tanzania, that government is investing a lot of money into small mining companies. You know, these used to be called illegal miners because we only allowed white people that, but that mindset is changing where the government is going. No, these are not illegal miners. These are entrepreneurs, you know, and they're investing money in those mining companies and also finding markets for them. Not just that, in food, you know, like if you go, and this is across Africa, you know, if you want to grow something, you'll go to the Ministry of Agriculture. And they'll tell you, okay, we got market in China, we got markets in this, we got markets for this product. Like if you want to go, let's say in Zambia, you want to grow blueberries. They got markets in China. You know, and China right now, biggest population, biggest consumer in those things. You know, and they have blueberries. I think that now they even have soybeans. So if you grow soybeans, the government has market for you and you get good money for it. You know, this is governments of Africa trying to work hard for their people. But most people don't even know this because they don't visit these ministries. And also, we can blame the ministries for not putting this out there. But at the same time, people are very right to visit these ministries, to make a phone call and find out, make that part of your research. You know, so please, Go Black, visit the Ministry of Agriculture, the Ministry of Tourism, the Ministry of Labor, all those places in South Africa before you leave. Thank you, buddy. Love your work.